he passed through the oldest traditional area in the region, Busa. Today, His Excellency is on a war path, excuse me say, and he's passing through the oldest traditional area in the Upper East region, to the Upper East region. I don't know why he chose that path. Our ancestors, when they broke off from the Mampuku traditional area, came through that this place to Sandema area. If he's tracing the lines of his relatives, no one knows. But I wish to say, whatever that led him to make this choice to follow this route to the Upper East region, may the course of that one bless him throughout his campaign in this region. I would like at this stage to hand over the mic to my divisional chief to give the welcome address. Meanwhile, I wish to ask His Excellency to convey my greetings to His Excellency Nana Ado for making me proud by appointing one of my chiefs an ambassador. Please.
Speech by the Overlord of the Busa traditional area and Sandema Chief na Azasu on the occasion of the welcome visit Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Mahama, 26 July 2020. The Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, leader of the NPP and presidential candidate of the Labour Party, His Excellency Dr. Mahama, Honorable Ministers of State, the Municipal Chief Executive, Honorable Vaida Nalba, members of the media, distinguished guests, I extend a warm welcome to you all, and in particular the Vice President of the Republic and presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, His Excellency Dr. Bawumia, and members of the entourage to Sandema, which is the traditional capital of the Busa traditional area. Today, Excellency, is a momentous day for we in the Busa traditional area. And your visit to this area is not taken lightly by me, the Overlord. I have informed Excellency that prior to your arrival in Sandema, you had undertaken a similar working visit to the administrative capital of the Busa South District, which is Umbisi, which is also under my jurisdiction. And I am therefore happy to learn that Your visit there was equally successful. Excellency, permit me to avail myself of this occasion to convey to your good self my felicitations on your nomination as leader and presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, following your resounding victory at the primaries of the party held last year. Your nomination is an affirmation of the sterling qualities that you possess as a politician, a leader, and a human being. As you take your campaign across the country, I want to wish you the very best of luck. I pray for Allah's blessings for you personally, your family, and members of your entourage. Excellency, I am very mindful of the numerous achievements that your government has struck, notably the free SS program, the planting for food and jobs, Agenda 111, digital technology, and so on and so forth. Too numerous for me to account here. What I need to tell you from my heart is that the free SHS, notwithstanding its minor challenges, is undeniably the most far-reaching social intervention by any government in our time. Similarly, it is possible. The Agenda 111 program will bring a huge relief to my people, as our hospital, which is the municipal hospital, is beset with a number of challenges. During the 2000 campaign, Excellency, I had the privilege to interact closely with the President, His Excellency Overlord, and your very good staff on many challenges confronting my traditional people. These include poor roads and health infrastructure, the absence of a tertiary educational facility, and agricultural mechanization centers, just to mention a few. The Chuchuruga-Wiesi Road has yet to be completed, even though works commenced more than 10 years ago. Nonetheless, the deplorable state of the road is adversely affecting households and livelihoods in view of the fact that my traditional area is predominantly an agricultural area, thereby making the transportation of goods and services very difficult for the farmers. Our municipal hospital is also beset with challenges as I have noted. To date, the hospital does not provide mortuary services since it has no mortuary system. My supplications to various governments for them to provide us with one are yet to receive a positive response. Similar pleas for a tertiary institution, whether a nursing or a teacher training college or an agricultural mechanization center, are also yet to receive any sympathetic consideration. Your Excellency, we indeed have a site for the establishment of a nursing college which restored due funding. My people and I will prioritize our vote and hope that you will take this into account and you shall be rewarded in return. Energy is a key factor for development, as you know. I need to remind you and your government, and ask for the establishment of a substation to serve Busa and beyond. I also need to remind you of the transport needs of the second cycle institutions in the area, especially if you are able to provide us with some of your pickups to be distributed to some of the schools. I also urge that when you become president eventually, inshallah, which I hope you will, I wish to create your endurance that within a reasonable period upon assumption of office, you would cause to be reviewed the Chieftaincy Act to give more power to chiefs, for them to adjudicate cases and have the power to summon and sanction people who are found foul. Let me use the opportunity to thank the government once more for the establishment of a military base in the traditional area, which will serve the whole region and beyond. We therefore anxiously await the impact and to complement the existing security within my traditional area. I will conclude my remarks by strongly urging upon you and other politicians to help sustain the peace that we are enjoying by going about your campaigns with decorum and civility. Politicians must resolve to respect the laws governing political activities and elections. Once again, I pray for Allah's bountiful blessings upon you. I look forward to meeting you in 2025 as President of the Republic. Inshallah. I thank you all. Welcome, sir. This is the end of the speech.
Thank you very much for this impressive address and welcome for that matter. Without much time, I do want to invite the next member of parliament for your area, the Director General of the Ghana Maritime Authority.
Vice President of the Republic of Ghana and your team, Paramount Chief, the Overlord of the Busa Traditional Area, and the Additional Chiefs, the Queen Madam, and other Queen Mothers here present. I said good evening to you. Pusinimina, Mapole, Tunadede, Kapopiente, no one I to Kopo campaign. Yapa kwa tumachaguo nawa anu ngambirwa patimowa ngambirwa yapa kudemamina yanantisidena baba to the Vice President wati yakupati wapaza awone mali ati 7 December the election vote to wa manja mtara ekazwanya setengani mira abo kupepopi. So, get Mina, Jam, and you to take another. The other Southern Gilani, Napoli, one hour about Bisla, Black Bisma, Camilla, the Chimbusla, Takini, and you pay on Wally, Takamapusa. I have back at them, yeah. Available Carden, available Sandem, available Singis. So, you know, Dani, the Mabikani Yankala, Nampala Warren Nubu. Only ancient president in there. Pay your rate, William salary, and way only to make to Ava Akufu Adunala. They are not very well on this year, what I said. lakuma utimuzi alitikuma olalani lekale maneka kakula mapole bebe ni kakula mapole ba anasu amarama bisa mapole wonde mari kitabe abikal gana marika authority la tibanye se kabe kala ji sabayi bata banasi ayise anya chuma bebe kasiaka awe wonde mari ati nina Brunya chika katanga yuko wadani ila kuti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia onman za kuldi azanji daji yena jisi tisla ya nise ala suita ati tisna albo yeri kanya tumato nala mene boga mapanuba batela me boga mapanuba mapole ismaje kazu wena la ipo kama ya Sandema technical tembeleza sudi na zama kanda ya kupata wanga karo tembeleza suwa transition school kuruza ya school ya meta administration block secondary school akadi na gezo makiba siku ya suma ya kupata green wa the Sandema senior secondary school ya hana secondary school bashabola ya kupatwa inanza mampana na yote kazi magwana ya kupatwa ina administration block wa facilities maya ya kupatwa so mna sana ndani ya bukere kamba ya kupatwa waya atunia shikale pale utitemi utiti machap tumafika Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia tunakalo ndugunepo atanata ajapa Saya ma boleh terpompara opumbo imat tepusi ati kami dari sana so mau pusat so tanye ukwa Jean we went to Overlord to Overlord yama kupanya tena ina weme bank nina kapa dunia shikada na yuko ndani to last week ndio Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia akawapala
My people's MP, thank you very much. At the moment, we are going to listen to the digitized man, the free education man, the mobile money and interoperability man, the workaholic vice president, the most humble vice president, and the most impactful vice president ever. Your Excellency, your people want to listen to you.
Thank you very, very much. Now, as I'm told the second, Paramount Chief and Overlord of the Busa Traditional Area, Divisional Chiefs, Paramount Queen Mother and Queen Mothers, my Ministers of State, Members of Parliament, Regional Chairman, Regional Executives, Constituency Chairman and Constituency Executives, and by the grace of God, the incoming Member of Parliament, Busa Law Constituency, Thomas Alonso. Now we are here in my capacity as the presidential candidate for the new patriotic party in the 2024 presidential election. I have started my campaign tour for the election, and I decided to come home to start the tour from the north. And I am in the Upper East region, and I'm starting with the Bulsa traditional area. Now, I'm very, very humbled and honored for your very warm welcome. Anytime I come here, you make me feel at home. I know that I'm paying a visit to my father, and I'm very grateful for your kindness. The history, as you have already noted, shows that we are one people. Mamprosis and Bulses, we are from the same stock. And I'm very, very happy to be here as your son. And I am vying to become the president of the Republic of Ghana. And I've come to ask for your help. My main opponent for this contest is the former president, John Mahama. But I would like to say that he has been president before, and I believe that his tenure of office did not show much in terms of development for the North. And I believe that under the NPP, we are seeing more development. He did not really deliver with SADA, and we cannot find any projects of SADA in any of the regions of the North to show what all those resources were used for. We, the MPP, have a different approach. We have brought free senior high school education, which is helping our people in the North. In fact, the top 5 regions that have enrolled for senior high school amongst the 16 regions, the 5 northern regions are the top in enrollment to senior high school education. And we are very, very grateful for that. We have also procured recently tablets for all the senior high school students in Ghana, and we have started distributing them across Ghana. We have restored the teacher training allowances that were cancelled. We've restored the nursing training allowances that were cancelled. And we have not gone back to the 4-year era of Dumso that we were left with. Now, I believe that if you look at even within the Bulsa traditional area, you will admit that the MPP government has done more in terms of development of the area. In running for president, I have a vision that very much aligns with your vision. I believe that for our country to progress, then agriculture must be the focus of our development. And so this agriculture is going to be my #1 priority, to make sure that we have all the different pillars in place for the farmers, to make sure that we have these district agri mechanization centers across the farming districts where our farmers can have access to agricultural equipment at affordable rates to go and farm and expand their production. I want to bring in the best practices from countries like Brazil and China that have higher productivity in crops such as maize and rice. And we want to also learn from them to adopt some of those technologies that are giving them 2 times or 3 times the yields per acre that we are doing. We also believe that the fertilizer that we are using, the chemical fertilizers, are not only expensive, but they end up destroying our soil. And I want Ghana to move away from chemical fertilizers for our soil to lime. Lime is the way forward. We have limestone in Ghana and it's much cheaper than the fertilizer. And we want to help the farmers with this new soil fertility treatment through lime. And I want Ghana to go. In terms of electrification, I want to make sure we have 100% policy so that every community, we want electricity there. The same thing with telephone network, because I want a digital Ghana so that everybody will have telephone network. Now, I know that a tertiary institution in this district, given your own background, you want to see education, and a tertiary institution in this district is something that I want to promise you as president. I'll make sure you have it. It is a nursing training college here in this district. So I'm going to work with you to make sure, by the grace of God, that we do it. Now, another point that you mentioned was an amendment that you would like to see to the Chieftaincy Act. In fact, it is part of my manifesto that we are going to amend the Section 63 of the Chieftaincy Act to empower the chiefs so that you can adjudicate on many cases. We don't need to go to the law courts. The policies can solve these cases. So we want to bring the chieftaincy institution closer to government. To do this, we also want to resource the policies, the chiefs. So we want to pay living allowances, not just allowances, but living allowances to our overlords, paramount chief, divisional chiefs, and so on. So our proposal in my manifesto is to pay for not only the paramount chiefs, but to pay the divisional chiefs and to pay the queen mothers living allowances so that they can help the chieftaincy institution for us to do it. Now, as you have already said, we have a forward operating base, a military base that is almost completed. We need to extend electricity there, but it is going to help in maintaining the peace of this area. We need to maintain peace for development, and we believe that the military base here, which will serve the region, is a very, very important one for us. I've been talking to Thomas Alonzi, and he also tells me now that the youth want an astroturf in the community. So it is something that the sports minister is here. So I'm mentioning to the sports minister that let us try and get an astroturf for our people. So I believe that we have a lot of things to do, but I will be in a position to help if you make me President of the Republic of Ghana. I will be able to do a lot. And if you bring Thomas Alonzi to be Member of Parliament for Bolson of together, we'll be able to do a lot. Now, this election is a historic election. As I said, this is the first election in Ghana where the two parties are presenting Northerners. First election. And it might take a long time to see this type of election again. Because when this cycle goes and the Northern president becomes president and finishes, it will take a long time before the presidency comes back to the North. Because there are 11 other regions who are also looking for the presidency. But God has arranged things such that this presidency after 2024 is coming to the north. But amongst the two people, John Mahama can only be president for 4 years. But Dr. Bawumia can be president for 8 years. Now, if John Mahama is president for 4 years, he doesn't have to come for another election. You will see him again. But for Dr. Bawumia, if I am president for 8 years, I'll be back in Sandema in 4 years' time to tell you what I have done. So if the presidency is coming to the north and it will not come back for a long time, then we have to make a decision as Northerners, whether it's in our interest to have the presidency for 8 years or for 4 years. Do we want 8 years or 4 years? 8 years or 4 years? 8 years or 4 years? You can do a lot in 8 years. So I ask you now that you should help us and help the whole of the North to have the presidency for 8 years. And we will change everything. Our roads, our dams, our schools, our hospitals, all of it, we will change. Give us 8 years to change the North, to change Ghana. Vote for Dr. Bawumia and vote for Thomas Alonso. Thank you very much. God bless you.